They called us primitive. Not in whispers, not in fear, just as a classification stamped into every galactic report, every council briefing, every alien academic paper that had ever mentioned Earth. Primitive. Backwater. Harmless. I used to think it was just ignorance. That they simply hadn't observed us closely enough. I was wrong. My name is Captain Elias Mercer, United Earth Defense Fleet, though by the time the galaxy noticed us, we barely had a fleet left. The first contact wasn't contact at all. It was a shadow passing over Jupiter's orbit, silent and enormous, like something swallowing the stars without chewing. We detected them too late. Everyone did. The Orvex Dominion arrived with a war doctrine already written. Earth was not to be negotiated with, only processed. Cleansed. Folded into their territory like unimportant paper. We tried diplomacy first. That lasted 7 minutes. Their response wasn't a message. It was a demonstration. One strike reduced our lunar relay stations to drifting glass. That was when Earth stopped pretending this was anything other than survival. Still, they called us primitive. I remember intercepting one of their transmissions. A translated fragment from a tactical officer: resistance negligible. Indigenous species lacks unified technological doctrine. We were scattered. They were right about that. Nations still argued over borders while alien warships entered orbit. Some governments collapsed immediately. Others tried to negotiate individually, like speaking separately to different waves of a tsunami. But something changed when the first drop pods hit Earth soil. They expected panic. Disorganization. A quick collapse. Instead, they met us. We were not unified in politics, but we were unified in something older: refusal. I saw it firsthand in the ruins of what used to be a coastal city. Orvex ground troops advanced in perfect formation, armor adapting to every projectile we fired. For every human weapon they neutralized, we built another in ours: improvised rail systems, atmospheric drones stitched together from civilian tech, underground bunkers converting into command hubs overnight. We were not technologically superior. We were adaptable. That's what they failed to calculate. The war didn't look like theirs. There were no elegant fleet formations in open space, no pristine battles over mapped coordinates. There was chaos. Gravity-assisted ambushes. EMP traps hidden inside abandoned subway grids. Civilian hackers hijacking alien communications just to loop their own battle orders back at them. I lost my unit in Sector 9 when we triggered a cascading fusion collapse inside an Orvex landing carrier. I still hear the silence that followed, the kind of silence that feels like the Earth itself holding its breath. After that, I stopped being a soldier and became something else: a message. We started feeding them contradictions. Letting them believe Earth was collapsing in one region while we fortified another. We made ourselves unpredictable, something their doctrine couldn't simulate. And slowly, the word primitive stopped appearing in their transmissions. It was replaced with something new. Unclassified. Then, anomaly. Finally, I saw the word that told me we had already won something, even if the war wasn't over yet. Threat. They came to Earth expecting a quiet conquest. They found a species that learned faster than they could destroy. And as I stand here now, looking at the fractured sky filled with burning alien hulls, I realize something that would probably horrify their scholars more than anything we've done. We were never primitive. We were just early.